He may know of their situation and be in the best position to help. Or perhaps the individual who actually studied with the person, or brother or sister, if that's advisable or possible. Now, caution is in order. We know that some in our territory have studied many publications for a number of years with no progress. So before resuming a study with an individual like that, we need to be absolutely sure that they are now willing to act on what they are learning. At this time, I'd like to interview Brother Jim Bly from the Brookside Congregation in Cleveland, Ohio. Brother Bly, we have a couple of questions for you. Number one, why was your study discontinued in the past?
Well, it was 2012. My wife of 35 years passed away in 2004. And now I was facing the loss of my dad. And I began to think of the Bible's message as a cruel joke. And instead of relying on Jehovah, I turned to companionship with a woman that was interested in me, but not in the truth.
We appreciate those honest remarks. So, how did a publisher help you to overcome obstacles so your study could be resumed?
Well, I ended my study with a text. That brother sent me a reply, and it stayed in the back of my mind. It was based on Romans 15:4. Also, I have 3 kids. They affected my life in positive ways. This involved, there were good examples in Christian living, including, as well as periodically communicating with me, including cards with encouraging scriptures. For example, I had a letter my son wrote in 2006, and I read it many times, but eventually it touched my heart. His thoughts included Jehovah's, specifically John 3:36 and Zephaniah 2:3. With all this in mind, the decision was obvious. I needed to resume my study.
With what result?
Thereafter, I was baptized May 7th of this year.
Well, we're glad to have you as one of our brothers. Thank you very much. So we see we need to keep the door open with regards to former Bible students. They can be likened to partially constructed homes. Much effort has already gone into building up their faith. Our regular visits will keep the opportunity open for them to join themselves to Jehovah. As the Apostle Paul put it, I laid a foundation as a skilled master builder, but someone else is building on it. And if these individuals become loyal servants of Jehovah, then they will indeed become most beautiful buildings to Jehovah's praise. Brother Drexel Amy, a regular pioneer with 7 years of full-time service, will now discuss how we can help inactive ones become